Jayland Walker, shot 60 times by police. I have seen folks online defending the fact that this man was shot and killed by the police and shot 60 times. He was black. He was unarmed when the Akron police chased him on foot and killed him in a hail of gunfire. Now, you're going to hear folks talk about, oh, he shot at the police. Okay, he allegedly shot at the police when he was in the car. Allegedly. They claim to have found a gun in the car. There was no magazine in the gun, no bullets in the gun. So we'll have to see about that. So he was allegedly pulled over, or they attempted to stop him because of some unnamed traffic violation. A week after he's been killed, they still can't tell us why he was being pulled over. What was the violation? Nobody knows, right? They got to come up with something. And I guess a week is not enough time for them to come up with something. Now, officers, as I said, believe that he shot at them earlier from the vehicle. And they feared that he was preparing to fire again. Now, what's interesting is that when the chase started, it's a car chase. They claim that he fired. We don't have evidence of this other than they claim some flash that they're trying to show. Who knows what that is? But they claim that he fired at them. He exited the vehicle at a certain point in time. Okay, had a ski mask on his face. Officers did not shoot him initially. They attempted to deploy tasers. Taser deployment was unsuccessful. They did not stop him with the tasers. Then later on, they fired these 60 rounds. Here's my thing. If you think that this guy fired shots at you, and now he is on foot, why is the first thing that you do to deploy the tasers? Why didn't they shoot him first? They didn't shoot him first because they didn't think he was a threat. If they thought he was a threat initially, they would have just shot first, right? No, they waited. A chase continues. Now a foot chase. Officers get mad. This is what I'm thinking. Officers got mad, then they shot him. So they're mad. They're retaliating. You gonna make me chase you? Then they unload, right? Okay. It only takes one officer to fire, and then the rest are going to follow suit. It's just so ironic that whenever these suspects are armed and they've killed people and all this kind of stuff, they don't ever fire at them. They're never in fear for their life. When they pull in mass murderers, they're never in fear for their life. It's only when there's an unarmed black person, then they're in fear. They're only brave when the person's not armed. When you have officers that move like that, that's a problem. But you're going to have folks online that are going to defend this action. They're going to defend this action. And we're going to talk about the mass murderer 4th of July that they just took in with no problems. He's already killed people, injured dozens. They take him in. They don't want no problems with a person that has a gun. Actually, it's these unarmed folks that we gotta be heavy-handed with. So the Akron police, this murder happened a week ago. The Akron police, over this 4th of July holiday, released a video of the shooting of 25-year-old Jayland Walker. So Walker was killed on June the 27th. So he said it was in a pursuit that started with an attempted traffic stop. The mayor called the shooting heartbreaking while asking for patience from the community. Police are not the judge, jury, and executioner. So whatever this guy did that was wrong, whatever, if his tags were bad or if he did some kind of illegal lane change, even if he shot at the police, right? Let's just pretend that he did shoot at the police. The police cannot execute this man. That's not a reason for them to execute him. They are supposed to be trained. They're supposed to be trained for a reason, right? And, some people go, oh, the police are, it's not the army. We're not at war. They're supposed to apprehend the suspect. They cannot make the decision. You're guilty until proven innocent. Is that how we're moving? No, you're innocent until proven guilty. And so we have these rash of cases where police officers are, they cloud it. They cloud things with saying that, oh, we need training, more of this, more of that, whatever. The press conference, the police chief couldn't even give you the reason why he was pulled over, and it's been a week. That right there shows you that they're coming up with a story. It's been 1 week, and they can't even tell you what law he violated, bringing on this interaction, this attempted traffic stop. If he actually did something, his tail light was out. He ran the red light. Tags was bad. Just whatever it was. I don't know, because they don't know. They don't know. And because there's no reason. There's no reason. It is heartbreaking. And folks in Akron are upset. Folks around this country are upset. And they have a lot of reason to be that way. It is not clear how many shots were fired by the 8 officers involved, 7 white, 1 black. But Walker sustained more than 60 wounds. 60. The murderer that was in Uvalde, Texas, didn't get any guns. There were no gunshots on him, right? There were no wounds on him, right? Or were there? Were there wounds on him? There weren't 60. Yeah, there weren't 60. And, so it is ironic. When we look at mass murders and the history of them, they're usually taken in without any incident because the police don't want no drama. They don't want no drama. Attorney for the Walker family said that the officers kept firing even after he was on the ground. Right? And after that, they handcuffed him. They handcuffed him until he was pronounced dead. After shooting him and hitting him over 60 times, or at least 60 times. Officers attempted to stop the car around 12:30 a.m. Unspecified traffic and equipment violations. We don't know what. But less than a minute into the pursuit, the sound of a shot was heard, they say, from the car. And transportation department camera captured what appeared to be a muzzle. There's some type of a flash of light. Now, even if he did fire this shot, 60 bullets, and even if they had to kill him, 60 bullets, this is overkill, right? But I still don't see why there was the need to kill this man. And I watched the very upsetting, very disturbing police body camera footage multiple times. So the Akron police chief says that once the muzzle flash was shown coming from the vehicle, that changed the nature of the case from a routine traffic stop to a public safety issue. If that is the case, if that is what changed it to a public safety issue, then how do you justify when police take in mass murderers without incident? That's a public safety issue. When they say the person may be armed and dangerous, and they've just killed half a dozen people, they still take him in without incident. Yeah, it is a problem in this country. It is very clear and obvious to see what's going on. I mean, all we have to do is look at what's been happening. You know how I feel about this. I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comment section, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, at The Diamond K Show. Of course, onfire-tv.com, thediamondkshow.com, or djdiamondk@gmail.com. Let's do this, take a quick break, come back with more of the show after this. I got a lot more to get into.
On Fire TV is a streaming network for a generation on the move.